That one is going to sting all week. Credit to Coach George and his team. I mean, down at halftime, we just experienced that last week, and we did what we needed to do when our back was against the wall a week ago, and then now we were in the situation to be able to hold a lead, and they had their backs against the wall. I kind of tried to remind our team that they came from behind last week and won, and so anytime you lose in that fashion, when you feel like you had controlled the game, and then just no responses, and a lot of it, I'll look at film and things like that, but really that was just kind of an energy. The calls were fine. We executed. I wouldn't second guess any of our offensive play calling. I mean, because there's missed throws, there's missed catches, there's our playmakers are dropping balls, that they usually don't drop, and so we just got to go back and learn, because that's a thing where you either got to fix your offense by play calling, or you have to learn about because we didn't put a point up in the second half, and and the other thing too. Our defense held us in this thing the whole day. I mean, it was early on, early drive, that first touchdown, little things, but when it came down to it, they held us in this game, and so we didn't play complementary team ball like we talk about, and our special teams wasn't that exciting either, and so all three phases at some point hurt us that, but obviously it's obvious in the second half. We didn't score a point. We're too good of an offense to not score a point. So, questions? Yeah.
There were some positives, taken from the first half. You got unfortunate out there early. The call of the scoring touchdown. What you saw in the first half was good.
Well, yeah. We're going to see a bunch of positives on film. The first half, like I said, the energy. I thought we really did come out of that game. We really stress starting fast. I find with this team, man, you got to cover them all, because if you just say start fast, then they'll start fast, and then we won't finish fast. So we've got to figure out a way to say, because it seems like right now I feel like we're putting our fingers and our bubble gum in a dam. It's like all of a sudden you put your finger there and it springs a leak over here. So, first half, I looked at our stats. There was a lot of positive things. Really like our run game early on. Thought all of our running backs run hard. Giamo especially was running very hard. And it's good to see him back because he's healthy now, and tough to, we've got a nice little backfield. And it starts, our offensive line, that first drive of the game, set the tone. So I'm really, like I said, a lot of positives there. And then really the defense, I'm just giving the defense a lot of love right now. They kept us in it, gave us chances. So.
Coach, I'm looking at the stat sheet, and just about everything on here is even. Just right down the
Yeah.
list until you get to those doggone turnovers. Can you just talk about how critical turnovers are?
Yeah, and especially in games like this, that's 3 extra possessions you're giving a good team, and you can't do that. And it's, we haven't been doing that, and I think, that's the unfortunate thing. You stress turnovers, you do those things in practice. I'm not seeing us doing that a lot in practice. I think sometimes if you saw interceptions or fumbles in practice, you say, hey, we got a problem, but they reared their head today. One was, I guess, the punt, one was Tez, and then one there at the end of with Nate. And even ball security there, Nate had a nice long run, get us to midfield. We still had a chance at the very end. That hurt us again. Yeah.
Can you talk about how much it hurts when you talk about it's going to stay for a while? So, you got the lead, you stop them like you did, and then you long punt. And, especially when, you got a kid back there, explosive young kid. We know him, he's from around here, so we know him.
Yeah.
Great player and all that, but dang it, you dropped that one on the last 2 yards.
Yeah, it's split second decisions. That was into the wind, and there was a little bit of a fact. The wind was a factor today as far as the kicking game. That's why we kind of knew that it would be, and we talk about that. And sometimes we just always say, if you're unsure, just get away. I think he wants so bad and not let the give up those yardage, and he saw it late and went running up. It's a learning thing. I think we made way too many mistakes today to just blame it all on that one. But again, that was a key one because that inevitably put him in position to go down and take the lead that we never overcame. So Rico's going to learn. He's going to have a good career. He's going to be explosive. He does a lot of great things, and had a really nice. He's had good returns for us, and that's no different than some of our drop first downs and things like that. I mean, you've got to make plays like that in that situation. But this one's going to sting, no doubt.
So your offense exploded very quickly in that first half. And then following that, it seemed like Lance and the receiving coach were a little out of touch, with the exception of maybe one drive in that second half. Was there something noticeable on the sideline or in the game between Nate and the rest of the receivers?
No, not that I know of. I mean, I think we have to go. We have to go look at the film and find out. I don't know if it's. Some days you just have. You just have those type of. He threw some dimes. Jeff. When does Jeff Caldwell drop a ball? Landing out of bounds. Things like that. I know he missed a wheel out to the which was wide open to Steven. There's I think there's some errant throws. I think there were some drop balls, and then I think it's again back to trusting is a receiver where they're supposed to be. So those are the things that chemistry for this offense. Obviously there's got to be that. It's hard without watching the film right now to just really see what that was. I think we got behind again. The first when we're operating on 2nd and 6 and 2nd and 5, we're a different offense. And when we started getting into not quite the red zone, but across midfield, that's when a lot of their pressure came. And they had some nice plays behind the line of scrimmage that put us in 2nd and extra long now. And that just, that can change your play calling. Now the defense knows you're throwing it. So, we always emphasize winning first down a lot. That's one thing we work on every week in practice. So
with your offense, you get another game with 150-plus yards, this one 181 yards for your rushing core. What is the trust between you and, you've stated multiple times, the trust in all of your running backs, all 4 of them that you have. And so for you, game in, game out, what has that been like as the year progresses?
Well, I mean, it's one of those things where, we kind of start, any of those kids can start, and then it's kind of like they all get kind of hot, and we kind of ride that, and even when Tez fumbled, I felt like, I came right back with Tez because I felt like, he's the type of guy that, when that happened, he wants to go make up for it, and was running hard. No, that running back room is really good, and they're good kids. They believe in each other. They cheer for each other, and we've got a really good balance because each one of them can come in and do what they need to do. So, all right, thanks.